of a trippy pattern here. This thing shows a falling wedge, which should be bullish in a breakout. But the problem is every time it throws a green candle, it's followed up by multiple red candles. And what is it doing today? You got it, another green candle. Every time it shows like it's ready to go, it's been a head fake so far. All right, so if we pull a trend line on this and we pull it down like that, as you see, we're still underneath that trend line. I watched this very closely because I still have a little bit of it. I sold almost everything and I kept a little bit of this. This is doing well right now. But it bounced the 100 moving average. I like that. It bounced the 8 EMA and it's trying to break through the 21 EMA. We'll see if it makes it or not. Ichimoku cloud, even if you close here, you're still 0 out of 4. You're still 0 out of 4. You'd like 4 out of 4, or at least 2 out of 4. You got none. You have a red cloud on the end. That ain't going to get it. You've got a lag line that's under the candles, but over the cloud. So maybe. You got candles inside the cloud. That's not going to get it. And then you have the baseline, which is the red line, above the conversion line. You want that the other way around. You want the blue on top of the red. Got another one there. So that's a lot of no's, unfortunately. Pivot points, you're dead underneath the pivot point right now. You'd like to see that close above the pivot point, right? That's a more bullish than bearish take. For now, it's right up against it. So stuck in the middle, not good enough. From the cloud, from the moving averages, from the pivots, what else do we got? RSI, not much of a help here. You could argue that you've got a breakout right there on the RSI and that you have improving strength. And I would hear that. And in fact, I'll even give you this argument and say, yes, RSI improved. MACD, problem. A lot of sell volume. And while it's tapering off, you still have way more sellers overall than buyers. And you have not crossed up yet blue over orange. This is still pretty divergent, but not over divergent like it was here, right? You have some space between the blue and the orange, but not a ton of space between the blue and the orange. They are converging on each other now, but I want you to note sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean anything because as you see right there, sometimes that blue encroaches on the orange, but doesn't cross it. So the MACD is really no help. So what do you got going for you? You are over the 100 moving average in the AEMA. You do have an improving RSI. However, you're 4 out of 4 no on the cloud. You're under the pivots. You are under the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average, and the MACD's no help. In my opinion, if it was my money, I'd just wait a candle or two and see if things change. For now, a little too risky for me, so I'm going to wait. That's kind of the way I'm looking at this from here forward. It's a little too risky. I'm just going to wait.